You like that, don't you, all day?
Nah.
Yeah, my man Jay Fonzarelli coming in with the clutch. What's going on, people? What's up? It's your boy Porrock 77. Sorry to cut the last podcast out quick short. But we'll cut it off. We'll make that strictly, the E3 live reaction. And this podcast right here will be a quick post E3 impression. We got our boy All Day Digital Theory. He saw the podcast too, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna get hot and heavy. And tell me what you think about it. We'll start off with you, All Day, since you've been, me and Jay and Craig, we've been talking throughout the whole show. What you think about it? What's going on?
The show, man, it was I give it a C plus. I think that's fair. I think Anthem won E3 alone, but I mean, fuck, man, no bangers. I mean, Forza 7 looked great. Day one pickup. I mean, a lot of shit looked good. I mean, I'm buying all my multiplats on Xbox One X. That's a given, right? But I'm sitting here waiting, like I'm looking at the time, like fuck, is it almost over? Is it over? Is it over? Like, don't be over. Where's the fucking surprises? Where's the bangers? There's nothing. All the shit I knew about was there. Everything. Except, Player Unknown Battlegrounds. Dope. I'm looking forward to that. I know on PC is super dope.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, bro, I mean,
but that's also timed multiplat, right? Because they said console launch exclusive.
No, I think it's exclusive to the Xbox. Yeah.
I think okay, then that would be good.
Yeah. So that's dope. I mean, the Black Desert looked cool, but that's a game that's kind of iffy on PC. Like people like it, some people don't. But I mean, dude, another fucking year without a banger
Wait till
IP.
2018. And were you surprised? Were you surprised some of the games are 2018? Like what you gonna call it? Like Sea of Thieves is 2018, but fucking what was the game that was a surprise? State of Decay. It doesn't even have a date. It's spring 2018.
Yeah.
I was surprised at that.
So,
I was not expecting that.
We got Cuphead coming this year.
That's decent. That's good.
We got Crackdown, and I didn't see any world destruction in the gameplay they showed. Not one skyscraper coming down at all.
Nope. So they showed a lot of that's true. That's interesting.
That's pretty interesting. Crackdown's coming this year, and there's one more, right? There's three. Forza, I think. Forza, right?
Really, it's Forza, Crackdown. Well, exclusive. I'm looking at exclusive. I'm looking because I'm looking to buy an Xbox One S. I'm not buying it for multiplats.
Right.
So I'm looking at State of the Case next year. Well, reality is Crackdown, Forza, and Cuphead.
Yeah.
That's Microsoft's 2017.
It's not I mean, it's better than the beginning of the year. I'll tell you that.
Well, no shit. You had nothing. Anything's better than nothing. Oh shit. That's like being locked in a closet for 30 days, and when you come out, they feed you weak old McDonald's. It's gonna be delicious.
This is why I'm gonna let you when I go into that event on Wednesday, I'm gonna let you guys know how Scorpio plays and how things look. I'll let you guys know. But as of right now, just be happy I'm a neutral, a fucking filthy neutral. Because if I had to just debate on Xbox and that lineup, bro, it's pretty weak. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's great. So Jay, what you thought about it?
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna give it probably a C- for me. Okay. And that's just because there was nothing that they brought that was a surprise at all. Like we expected them to show these games. It just, to me, I think Metro was the first time I was surprised today. I think that's the only thing I was really surprised at today. But I wasn't a big fan of the first Metro games, so I'm not really excited for it. For me, I think I'm still excited for State of Decay 2, but that's not till next year now. Black Desert looks interesting, but again, like All Day said, some of the community on PC don't care for it. It's a wait and see game. Assassin's Creed Origins, but that's multiplat. Cuphead, that looks really good still. Ori 2, getting that. Shadow of War, kind of odd because it just looked different to me.
It just looked more of the same too.
It didn't look gritty and dark. It just
I forgot to say one banger that I did. I consider a banger. It's pretty niche, but Dragon Ball Z. That shit looked sick as fuck, bro.
The graphics did look good.
The graphics look good. Look like the cartoon, dude.
It looks like they're going back to a traditional fighter with their own movesets and things like that.
Yeah.
So, that would be awesome.
But for me, it's like Shadow of War looked good, nice and crisp, 4K graphics, but it just looked off. Something about it just didn't look right. It could just be my eyes, but it just didn't look right. And then you got, of course, it ended with Anthem, which, like All Day said, stole the show. And that's great that it ended with that. But again, multi-plat, guys. The Xbox opened with a bunch of indies and closed with a multi-plat. That is automatic fail for me.
Yeah.
I honestly think that this is a C- at best. Anybody who gives it a B or an A is kidding themselves. Their fanboys are just playing ignorant. So I just think that there's going to be a lot of damage controlling out there. That's going to happen because this was a bad show, period.
Yep. Media's about to destroy Xbox now.
They spent way too much time on Sea of Thieves. What'd you think about that All Day?
It looked more the same. It looks more polished. I can tell you that. That water looked crazy.
Yeah. No Splinter Cell, no, Sega, nothing that I was hoping for with a surprise. Nothing, man.
Nothing, man. No. There was no surprises as for an E3. No surprises, bro. Usually E3, we always get a surprise. We get something. At least one thing. Well, original Xbox? Are you fucking kidding me? Original Xbox game? What?
There was one surprise for the family.
When he said Crimson Skies, oh shit, I got excited. Oh fuck, it's the old one. What the fuck is your problem? Remaster it. Remaster it. What's your problem?
I was going to say, though, there was one big surprise for the fanboys, and that was the price, because they were all expecting $399. I don't know why everybody was saying it. I mean, look, I was hyped. I wanted to see a lower price too, but I was coming in as a realist. I look at it.
You guys, we'll catch up on Wednesday. I gotta go.
All right, man. But coming into this, it's like, come on, it's got to be $499 for what we're getting. The specs in this thing. To come in at a $399 price point, they'd be losing a lot of money.
I knew it was not. What told me was going to be $499 was what is Pro's going to come out, what their price is going to come out. When I saw Pro launched at $399, I knew there's no way Scorpio could come out the same price. And I know they say, but hardware gets cheap over time. I'm like, yes, the same exact hardware that came out a year ago will get cheaper.
Yeah,
with production over time, but not new customized hardware.
Yeah.
Scorpio is new customized hardware. And then if for anything else, they added more shit into it. They put more RAM, they put DX12 technology into it. They made sure it could do 4K, 60 streaming. They just put more shit into it. And then they added an upgraded hard drive. So instead of the classic 5400 RPM hard drive, is a 7200 RPM. So they put more shit into it.
Yeah, but here's the
no way
about this conference, bro. Even if Sony comes with the same conference they had last year, they'd still win. If they show the same games and just showed more of it, they would still win.
I'll be like, I don't think they'll win. I think it will be the same symptom. I think overall we will all lose. If Sony came out with the same, we will all lose.
What I'm saying is the games they showed are just much better in comparison. Like, I mean, I agree. There were way too many indies here. Way too many to show on an E3 stage. For me, and I'm not bashing indies. I like indies.
Yeah,
but I think that when you have games that have just a rich history with gamers, like God of War, you've got Spider-Man. Even though we've had some dogs in the Spider-Man franchise when it comes to games, it's still Spider-Man, and this is Insomniac, and it looked fantastic last year. Just those two games alone, showing those gets people hyped. What did Microsoft hype us up with this E3 besides multiplats? Nothing. That's my issue.
I'll say this. Before this press conference, over the last week, and we talked about this, we were like, yo, with no leaks or anything, this could potentially be the best E3 ever, simply because nothing's been leaked. And I was joking about it's either that or they really have nothing to show. And I was just joking.
You were right, dude. You were right.
This
And
is what
people-
I'm concerned about. This is
Yeah,
what I'm
what's
concerned. If Sony tomorrow only shows the same games we already know about and multiplats, this could potentially be the worst E3 ever. Period.
Yep.
It's the worst
Miss Boss-
E3, period. If
Somebody
Sony only shows the same games I already know about, I mean, granted, they'll show gameplay and dates, but if I already know it's pretty much E3 2016 remastered with dates and release, with release dates and more gameplay, and then the multiplats, the marketing rights, and then some indies, this could actually be the worst E3 ever. Like the worst ever.
Yeah. No, I agree. And somebody was asking if Anthem was multiplat. Yes, it's multiplat. That is my biggest.
Firework. Yeah, it's multiplat.
You end with a banger that's exclusive.
Yes.
When you have an E3 show. You don't end with a multiplat. Like, to me, that it blew my mind. I was expecting a surprise.
Yeah, and what didn't 343 said that Halo 6 is not showing, but we're gonna be there? Be there with what? They didn't show anything.
This was so underwhelming. This was my Christmas,
I'm not now. Here's my thing. So now, my perspective impression, it depends on, and there's a impression on who you are. If you are simply just interested in Scorpio, the show may have delivered in the sense that it kind of confirms you will be playing the best looking games, period, on console.
Even
you know,
then, I know
me.
I'm a big techie guy when it comes to consoles and stuff. I want the best. I have a nice 4K TV, but even for me, I'm watching it for the Scorpio, and you need games on the system, damn it.
But you want exclusives. There's some people who don't care. Some people just want Call of Duty at its best form, and then that's it.
No, you need bangers. You need exclusive bangers on your console.
I agree. I completely agree. But I guarantee there's people who don't care. I mean, they really don't care. I mean, when you look at the exclusive sales from a lot of Xbox gamers, it's clear a lot of Xbox gamers don't care about the exclusives. Let's just be honest. They want the best version of Destiny and Call of Duty, and then they'll play the Halo and Forza, and then they're good. So if you're that gamer, this show might appeal to you, and you might enjoy it. Now, for me, I'm not buying a Scorpio. So it's all on the set of what can I get with the Xbox One S. And I'll be honest, I didn't see anything. Like some of the stuff that looked good, coincidentally, will also be on PlayStation 4. So I'll most likely get it for the PlayStation 4 because I like to build up my trophy, and stuff like that. And then I got a bigger community that I've been friends with for years.
Yeah.
But most of this,
like All Day said, with the Scorpio, I'll be buying most of the single player multiplats on Scorpio because that is going to be the best representation of that game. Yes. However, with the multiplayer games, most of my friends are still over at Sony. So I'm going to be buying those over there still.
Yeah, because you have the friends. That's where your friends are at.
Yeah. So
and the whole go ahead.
For me, it makes more sense if you've got more exclusives on your console that I can bite into. I'm one of the few guys out there that will buy a new console because it's a new console. It's better than the last, that sort of thing. Most guys out there, most casuals, they're not looking at that. They're looking at price point. They're looking at what's the best bang for your buck. How many games can I get on this console? What's exclusive to this console? That's what they're looking at. They're not looking at, hey, this game has Minecraft in 4K and all these indies in 4K. They really don't give a shit about that. And that's what we saw here. So for a casual, if a casual is watching this show, they're underwhelmed.
I'm just, again, I'm not getting Scorpio, so I'm not in that whole which best version I'm going to play. It's just simply play games. And the Xbox for me is going to be a secondary console, meaning it's for the exclusives. And I did not see anything new. I didn't even see anything much that interests me exclusive-wise. Like all the games that were interesting were multiplats. I'm going to play on the PlayStation. And what's crazy is this is the second E3 where we're not seeing a new AAA game from the first party. And that to me is bigger. Like for me, like if I wanted to buy Scorpio, like if I'm going to pay $500 for a console, even $400, it isn't just for graphics. It's what's the system's going to get supported with. And there's no first party support. You understand what I'm saying? There's no new IPs. They just showing the same thing we had for the last 2-3 years. You understand what I'm saying? Which concerns me. Like, so now what's going to be the new thing? Wait for E3 2018 to see new IPs? Because chances are 2018 is going to be Halo 6. And maybe another Gears or something. Like, That shit's bananas.
No, and I know they didn't want to bring back a Halo or Gears because it's too soon, and I get that. People don't really want to see that right now, but bring back something else. What happened to Splinter Cell? We heard so much that Splinter Cell.
Shit.
And
Number Rise 2, Fable.
If Splinter Cell would have made a comeback, that would have been huge. That would have put the show at least at a B for me because I would have been happy with Splinter Cell. Especially if it was exclusive to Microsoft. They they get an L, bro. They get a C- from me.
So it seems like the more we talk about it, the worse it's starting to get like we're starting to realizing the more we talk about it and dissect it and like break down the information we got, the more we realize, wait a minute, this actually is not a good E3.
No, and the only reason why it gets a C- from me is because there are games that I liked to see there, and of course that being Cuphead, Ori 2, Anthem, State of Decay 2. But again, some of those games were delayed till next year, which, I mean, that brings it down for me. When you're watching a game on E3 stage and you're getting hyped for it, and then you see spring of next year, you're like, what? Especially when it's a game that's been in development for how long already? Come on. So
I don't know.
Damage controlling is going to be hot and heavy out there, but it's going to be foolish because there's nothing you can really say to damage control this. It was a poor show.
This wasn't really good. And now I'm concerned with Sony now, to be honest, because Sony's been quiet too. Now, at first, I thought the quietness was their ability to withhold information and really bring us a big surprise. But now I think the reason why there hasn't been leaks because really there's nothing interesting to leak, so nobody wanted to put the effort.
Yeah, I'm wondering, man. That could.
So now I'll be honest. Now I'm nervous. Nobody wants to put the effort. Like, who wants to leak some of the games that were probable? It's not that really leak worthy.
Yep.
So now I'm nervous with the PlayStation conference.
And don't get it twisted, guys. In the chat and everything, if you're listening to this out there, you got to understand. I was hyped for this E3 for Microsoft. I've been putting it out there that I was excited for this. I was excited for Microsoft because I really thought Phil had something up his sleeve. I'm excited for Scorpio. I'm that guy. I'm totally all for Microsoft this year, and they let me down. So it's not that I was looking to be let down. I was looking to be lifted up by Microsoft, and I was totally let down today. So I'm still buying a Scorpio day one, but am I excited, super excited about it? Not really. Not like I think I should have been after this show.
So yeah. So I think that's it. We have our impressions here. Check out, let us know what your opinions are in the comment box. But it looks like Microsoft E3 wasn't all that. So I'm saying there was a few things that looked nice, but when you're releasing new hardware for $500, you got to come out with some guns. And it's just, and especially when you have a whole, when Microsoft kicked off the year canceling games and really not releasing anything the first 6 months, they didn't really have anything. People usually were used to Microsoft ending the year with big bangers, but we're not even getting that. I mean, you'll get Crackdown, Forza, and Cuphead, but that's not a lot. That's not a lot of content, to be honest. So yeah, any final thoughts, Jay?
Yeah.
Any final thoughts, brother, before we head out?
Well, I just want to say that, what people are saying in the comments, Metro did look hot, Anthem looked hot, but again, multi-plat guys. This is the big underlying issue with this conference. People have to really put it into perspective here. One, they showed nothing but indies and multi-plats. I mean, you can look at Crackdown, you can look at Sea of Thieves, Cuphead. Yes, those are exclusives, but that's all they have. And we already knew about them. We knew about them. No surprises. That's my final thoughts here. No surprises.
Yeah. My final thought, I wasn't impressed, especially as a non-Scorpio consumer. I'm more looking at what Xbox One S can do for me. And looking at it is, it's pretty much what it already has. That's pretty much what I'm getting. I'm getting what I already knew about and nothing long-term other than State of Decay 2, but I have to wait till 2018 to get it. So I can't even get Scalebound. State of Decay 2 is 2018, which was probably the two games I was looking for the most. I mean, I guess Crackdown is going to be the big game. Like, because I'm not really into Halo and Gears, but yeah. Anyway, so that's it. This is our E3 post impressions. I want to let everybody know. For the next 3 weeks, the 60 Frames No Lag podcast will be hosted by Jay Fonzarelli. You know, he's gonna be hosting it. I'll be away for about 3 weeks. I will be back in July. But tune in for those 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You know, we keep it real, we keep it about gaming. And Jay, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna do a great job hosting the show. So check out his channel. I'll make sure I post a link. And check it out. Same time, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Unless Jay tweets out something different. But continue to support the podcast, all right? And then I'll be back in July. Let's see, when will I be back? To hosting it. When's the next podcast when I take it over? I'll be back July 5th. You know, that's when I'll be back, and I'll be back on my channel. But until then, enjoy it. You know, support Jay Fonzarelli's channel. It's a great channel and stuff. But thank you so much for rocking out with us. Thank you, you know, for hanging out with us during the live E3 presentation. And then thank you for being here with the post impression, you know. But of course, you know this sound. That's right, it's back. I have to do it one more time. It's back. Your boy, Porter Rock 77, 60 frames, no lag. I will not be doing a Sony one. Like I said, I'll be going, you know, on a business trip, so I'll be gone for the next 3 weeks, which is a damn shame.
Yeah.
Because if the podcast, because if that E3 blows it out the water, how sad is it that I spent my time watching this shit? And I'll be there in spirit.
Discussing it on 60 frames no lag on my channel Wednesday. We'll be doing the podcast talking about the Sony conference for sure.
Awesome.
We'll have some of the same guys, of course, the panel. Craig, hopefully all day can make it. Yeah. They'll be there, and we might have a special guest as well.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, people, take care. This is your boy Porter Rock 77, and of course Jay Fonzarelli. And on behalf of everybody else, you know, Top Flight of the World, Craig, and All Day Visual Theory, I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Stay safe and keep it gaming, people. Always keep it gaming. Peace.